Hey, Marianne here, and welcome to the posture workout. Let's get started today with our posture workout of the month, Reset for the shoulders and spine. First, I want to remind you that you'll get the best results if you do these exercises in this particular order daily, first thing in the morning. And this should take you about 15 minutes. So let's start off in static back. Place your legs over a chair or a piece of furniture with your knees and hips at 90-degree angles. Place your arms on the floor at 45 degrees to your body with your palms up. Breathe into your belly and relax. Let your feet and legs relax. If you find that your knees flop out to the side, it just means that your surface is too low. Make sure that your knees and hips are at 90-degree angles, just like I have mine here. Sometimes it helps to fold a blanket and place it under your legs if your surface is too low. So what are we doing here in static back? Well, we're using gravity and our own body weight to reposition the hips, spine, and shoulders. You know, one of the fundamental movements that we are all lacking in our day-to-day lives is extension. Think about it. We spend most of our days in flexion, right? Looking down at our phones and hunching over our computers when we're at work. The exercises in this month's posture workout, including this first exercise here, static back, will actually undo this flexed position. Now we're going to begin our second exercise, static back reverse presses, 3 sets of 10 reps. Place your elbows at 90-degree angles and make goalposts with your hands in light fists, the way I'm showing you here. Gently press your shoulder blades together and slide them down your back. Hold for a count of 1, then release. Repeat for a total of 3 sets of 10 reps. Your chest and rib cage should not be moving up when you press your shoulder blades together. So gentle, controlled presses are the key here. Keep your belly relaxed. Breathe. And be sure to hold each repetition for a count of 1. So as you can see, I'm checking my elbows to make sure that I'm keeping that 90-degree angle at my elbow joint. You're going to want to do the same thing. Press and release. This exercise strengthens the muscles that pull the shoulders back into the correct position. Now let's get into static back pullovers. So as you can see, for a moment there, I placed my arms at my sides. That's going to help you to reset your shoulders before you start into static back pullovers. Interlace your fingers with your elbows straight. As you can see here, you're going to pull back and then bring your arms back up over your chest for 3 sets of 10 reps. Breathe in when you pull back and breathe out as you come forward. Now, the biggest mistake that people make on this exercise is they bend their elbows. Your priority here is to keep your elbows straight, not to touch the floor. So I'd rather see you keep your elbows straight and do a half range of motion than try to bend the elbows and actually come all the way to the floor. If you do these correctly, with your elbows straight, you'll find that your range of motion will improve quickly. So I just switched the webbing on my fingers. You can do that. I like to do that after every set of 10. And it's not 100% mandatory. Good job. Keep breathing in when you pull back, out when you come forward. You'll start to notice your shoulders loosening up here. This one feels great. This exercise promotes extension through the thoracic spine. That's an area where we tend to go into flexion when we look down at our cell phones, when we type at our computers, even when we drive our cars. So this is going to get into that thoracic back and really open up that area for you. Now we're going to get onto our hands and knees for static extension position. You're going to start off on your hands and knees with the hips directly over your knees and shoulders directly over your wrists. Now walk your hands in front of your body, just like I'm showing you here, 1 hand length. Shift your body forward so that your shoulders stack right over your wrists. So now your hip joint is 4 inches in front of your knee. Relax your stomach. Let your back sway into extension and let your shoulder blades collapse together. Relax your neck, let your head hang, and we're holding this position here for 1 minute. So your elbows should not bend. Be sure to keep your elbow joints straight. Good job. It's a challenging exercise. Now we're going to get into upper spinal floor twist. So we have 1 minute on each side. And start off on your side with your knees and hips at 90-degree angles, with your arms extended directly in front of your chest. Go ahead and open up your top arm towards the floor behind you and use your bottom hand here to hold your knees together. Your number 1 priority here is to keep your knees together. So hold this position and breathe with your palm facing up and your elbows straight for 1 minute. I want you to breathe into your belly and your low back. Go ahead and flex your feet like I'm showing you here. As you breathe, you're going to notice that top shoulder coming closer to the floor with gravity and your body weight. You're going to get a great stretch through the chest and the front of the shoulder here. We're keeping the hips stable by holding that top knee directly on top of the bottom knee. Now close it up. Bring the top arm all the way back to meet the bottom arm, and as you can see, I'm actually taking a moment here to breathe. You're going to want to do that. Reset your rib cage and your spine before you switch sides. In case you're wondering what I'm doing with my phone there, I'm setting my timer, just like you should be doing too. You can either follow along here in the video, or you can set your own timer. 1 minute here on the second side. Use your bottom hand to hold your knees together, that's right. Good job, and open up your top arm and breathe. So you do want to turn your head in the direction of the arm that's opening up, and make sure that your head and neck are right in line with the rest of your spine. So as you can see here, my shoulder is hovering over the floor. It's got a little ways to go before it meets the floor. You know, I do this exercise every single day. This is a work in progress, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's why this posture workout is designed for you to do this every day in the morning. Your body responds to the demands that it gets. So gradually over time, you will see changes. You will notice improvements. Now we are going to reset with cats and dogs. We have 10 reps here. Your shoulders should be directly above your wrists, and your hips should be directly above your knees. Your knees should be 1.5 fist widths apart. Go ahead and pause this video if you'd like to take a moment and actually measure that distance between your knees. It's very important. Lead with your hips. Move your pelvis first, and your head last. Bring your shoulder blades together in the dog position. Spread your shoulder blades apart in the cat position. We're moving the hips, spine, and shoulders through a full range of motion here. Good job. Now finally, stand up, find a wall. For standing windmill, come into your first position here with your feet hip width apart. Measure hip width by actually placing your heels 1.5 fists apart. So if this is your first time doing this exercise, pause this video and take a moment to actually measure the spacing between your feet. Place your feet into a straight position so they'll look slightly pigeon-toed. Spread your fingers wide with your palms facing away from the wall. And be sure to have your heels touching along with your hips, shoulders, and head all touching the wall. So I'm moving back and forth here. I'm doing 5 reps. Left to right counts as 1. I'm going through 5 repetitions. And now we're going to come into the second foot position. The feet should be 1.5 feet apart here. Also with your feet straight. And again, we're going to do another 5 reps. Going left to right counts as 1. So what does it look like for your feet to be straight? Well, your feet should look a little bit pigeon-toed. That's how you know that your feet are in the right place. Now, one of the keys to this exercise is to actually prevent your hips from moving and to only move the upper body like I'm showing you here. So check this picture out here in the corner of your screen. This is what it looks like when your hips shift out to the side. So be sure to not do that. I like to pretend that I have Velcro on my butt cheeks. That helps me keep my hips still. So you're gonna wanna do the same thing. Third position here, your feet are 2.5 feet apart. Again, 5 reps in this position. And let's come into our final set. The feet come back to hip width. This is actually, believe it or not, the most challenging out of the 4-foot positions is with the feet hip width. This is the hardest position to keep your hips still, so you'll want to really focus here. This exercise will reset your entire body from the feet all the way up to the head. This is going to extend your spine, bring the shoulders back, and really activate all of those posture muscles that are going to help set you up for your day. So good job completing the posture workout for the day. Remember, we don't move enough. Your daily posture workout is a way to supplement movement into your day-to-day life, so make this a daily practice, just like brushing your teeth. I look forward to hearing from you. See you next time. Bye.